What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this podversation. Man, when I tell you, I don't know how much money Larry Reid has, and I don't care. I wouldn't take a dime of it if I was offered. And I don't care how much he sings songs about you N-words ain't on my level. And he talks about people are jealous of him. Or he's talking about how broke people are. Or how sparkly his diamonds are. And how beautiful the crib is that he's living in and renting. And whatever cars he's driving. And what guys he's screwing. Okay. Listen, I don't care. But it just baffles me that people actually see this dude as a quote-unquote man of God, and they claim that they are members of a church of his. Because listen, there's a lot of deviants out here in the world, and if people want to support them in their deviant lifestyle, that's their prerogative. It's a free country, in the United States at least. But when you claim that you are a man of God and you have a church and you're having people pay you for prophecies and all this other foolishness, that's what I have a problem with. And I have a huge problem with the man that we know is, from what people have said, having sex with men, but he does not claim to be gay. He doesn't believe in labels. Nigga, you gay. You're gay. And for Lesterpetlier, who did a sit-down interview with Tasha he did a phone interview, Zoom, whatever it was, with official Kingpin, and he said the things that he said and revealed the things that he revealed. He revealed that he had a marriage between Larry and Larry's cousin arranged by Larry so that he could be here in the States, get a green card, and also so Larry Reid could have easy access to that booty and that dang-a-lang, okay? And now recently, he was telling official Kingpin that him and Larry are cool, they're friends, he ain't got no problems with Larry Reid, but yet he was sitting down doing a full-on expose with official Kingpin first, then Tasha K, about Larry Reid, with accusations of him possibly having the H to the I to the V, saying that he saw the medication bottles. He claimed that he was having sex with Larry Reid. He claimed all of these things, and now he's saying that he's cool, and all of Larry Reid's accusers and all the people who are out here talking about Larry Reid are just a bunch of broke people. So here's what I believe happened. I believe that Larry Reid and Lester had not just a conversation, but they had an exchange of a certain dollar amount, and with that exchange of a certain dollar amount also got Larry Reid to get him to keep his mouth shut, talking about him anymore, and possibly got him a little bit more of that booty and of that dang-a-lang that Larry Reid was so enticed by that he had to have this man marry his alleged gay cousin so that he could stay in the States, get a green card, and he could have access to him whenever he wants. That's what I believe happened, because when I heard the conversation, and I'm going to put the video link in the description box, it's pretty long, so, for replay purposes, you may need to fast forward through it. If I had a timestamp on the area, I would put it in the description box for you. But official Kingpin was sitting on the phone having a conversation with this guy, and he was pretty much just like, yeah, me and Larry Reid are cool. Who's suing him? yeah, I'll probably go to court and I'll testify on Larry Reid's behalf. That right there proves to me, in my opinion, of course, I don't have any proof, but in my opinion, it proves that Larry Reid paid this guy off, paid him to keep his mouth closed. That check was checking, and he's like, okay, yeah, I'm good on that now. But the damage is already done. He already said all of the things that he said. So he's either going to say, and I believe he tried to insinuate that, but not so much come out and say it out loud. But I believe he tried to insinuate in the phone call that he had with Official Campaign that he was lying about Larry Reid. Well, if he was lying, then why isn't Larry Reid suing him? Why is it now that, oh, everything's cool, I'm not having any issues with Larry Reid, I don't have anything to say about him, and all the people who are out here talking about him, they're just a bunch of broke people, versus Larry Reid suing Lesterpetlier for doing these damaging expose interviews. It doesn't make sense. So to me, it just honestly makes logical sense, because Larry Reid is suing another content creator by the name of Daryl Moore, who goes by the Cigar Vlogger. And I didn't know about all of this stuff years ago and follow all of this stuff. I had heard some references a little bit years ago when Official King Jives was talking about some stuff when it came to Larry Reid. And I know, well, based on some things that were said, that Official King Jives and the content creator Daryl Moore, they don't see it for each other. And I believe there's a lot of misunderstandings there. And you know, that is what it is. But Larry Reid had been dealing with Daryl Moore in the court system for a while now, because Daryl Moore was giving voice to these victims who wanted to share their story and talk about the things that Larry Reid allegedly had done to them or were doing to them. But I'll be honest with you, I don't care about Lesterpetlier now saying, oh, me and Larry Reid are cool. What he said has already been said. What has been done has already been done. That doesn't stop the fact that Levantre, he's still claiming that, yeah, what I said about Larry Reid and what he did to me when I was a minor, that is very, very real. Him taking advantage of me as a member of his congregation, as a young man. And like I said before, I don't care if Levantre was 19, 21, or 25. He broke the trust level as a supposed leader of a church to do things with a young man, and to doing things with someone that he preached against doing. Because from what I was told, he preached against homosexuality, and now it's like it's a new day, and you know, God has revealed so much, and the Bible goes deeper than the surface of what we've known years ago, but he still won't admit that he's gay. You know, because if it's okay to be gay now that he preached against years ago, then why can't he just come out? He knows that the moment he comes out to say that I am a gay man, a lot of those female followers and supporters that give to his so-called church monetarily, they will stop, because a lot of them foolishly, they're the foolish women that the Bible talks about. There's a scripture in the Bible where it talks about foolish women. And they're the foolish women that somehow see themselves in their mind's eye that someday I could have a chance with Larry Reid because he's single. When he don't want you. He wants somebody with a dick and balls, okay? And unless you got that and you're living life like Caitlyn Jenner, then he don't want you. Or T.S. Madison, which I believe he's friends with T.S. Madison, and I know why. Listen, because T.S. Madison got it the way that he likes it. Breasts on the top, balls on the bottom. Listen, that's what T.S. Madison said. So I'm just saying, what she said. And I'm sorry, I guess T.S. Madison goes by she or he. I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But I digress. Larry Reid is a deviant, and I really believe that God is just allowing him to, my mom has an old saying, you may get by, but you never get away. God has a way of avenging his people. And when people like Larry Reid, like, why, if he isn't guilty of anything, then why does he have his protege, his mentee, doing these horrible videos with these thumbnails of these people that have shared their stories, or they're currently going through things against Larry Reid right now, where he does these thumbnails of these people with these images of them with like a cucumber choking them. Like, you get my drift. It's disgusting. And Larry Reid is paying him to do that, in my personal opinion. I just believe that is so disgusting and foul. But Larry Reid is supposed to be a man of God. What person in their right mind would go to a church of some pastor who claims to be a man of God, and they are associated with people like that? Not just associated with people like that, but also they do the things that they do, and you know that they're doing the things that they do. I've said it before, and I will stand on this. I believe one of the reasons why Larry Reid talks so much about him being, as a child, as a minor, made to do things to men, is because it will soften the blow for some people when he discusses doing those things as an adult. I don't know if he ever really was, because people lie. A lot of people don't lie about stuff like that, but people who are deviants, they do. There's a young lady that Tasha K interviewed on her app, Chanel Freeman, and she accused the father of doing a lot of things to her that allegedly is not true. And a lot of people are like, how sick can you be to do something like that? A deviant would. A person that has really deep mental health issues would. So again, I'm not saying that Larry Reid is a liar about that, but I'm saying that it is possible. But I do believe that he talks about it to soften the blow for people when he talks about, have I sucked a bleep before? I have. Has a man sucked my bleep before? Like, what type of pastor talks about stuff like that? I wouldn't go to anybody's church that talks about stuff like that. That's all he talks about. And people, I believe that Larry Reid has been turned over to a reprobate mind. And look that up. I'm not going to go into the definition of that right now, but the Bible talks about it, where people just get so far gone in their lasciviousness, where God will just be like, you know what? Ain't no hope for you. I'm going to just let you go about your business. And you've been turned over to a reprobate mind, where you literally believe that the wrong that you're doing is right. But to hear Lester say that, yeah, me and Larry were good. And all of you people out there that are talking about Larry Reid, they're just a bunch of broke people. I was like, wow. Yeah. He can call people broke now because Larry Reid cut him off some bread, but that dirty money, it don't last long. So it won't be long before he runs out of that, and then he'll be out here changing his tune, because I don't know. Well, yeah, I kind of do know, but anyway, the well is going to run dry at some point, guys. Trust and believe that. There's a time for everything. But to basically insinuate that he was sitting out here lying about Larry Reid, no, you're lying right now, buddy. But be comfortable in that. Hope you're, sleeping well. But we don't believe you right now. We know that what he was saying before was the truth. But Larry Reid got to him. I heard that the marriage was annulled. Okay. Because Daryl Moore had reported the fake marriage, which is a federal offense. It's crazy out here. Like, I'm going to end it here because I'm just so turned off and disgusted by this creep. And to know that this stuff continuously goes on and people are supporting it by giving him money because they believe that in some way he is a man of God that is able to see beyond the moon and the stars and give prophecies and go ahead and sow your seed and give your 888 and subscribe to my Patreon and blah, blah. Ciao, bye. Y'all need help. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just saying beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.
Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel, what is left?